It's the most wonderful time of the year. Okay, so yes, it's that time of year. It's approaching us pretty fast. We've got Halloween on the horizon, and we've got Bonfire Night. If I don't know if we celebrate Bonfire Night other than England, I'm not too sure. Anyway, yes, I've had orders off my grandson to use Prussian blue, yellow, white, and black. Oh dear.
Hey, welcome, thanks for stopping by. It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush, have a great
Thank you very much for joining me and watching that introduction and just adjusting my mic. Again, I'm just using the same canvas board as I usually use. Limited palette and a brief. Yes, the most wonderful time of the year, he said. So, okay, I'll take it literally then. So, let's get a little bit of white, and a little bit of Prussian blue. Ooh, see how strong that Prussian blue is. Got to be very careful with it. Very, very careful. That was a small amount of Prussian blue in there then. It's a very strong blue colour. But what it does do, and this is the time that you want to be thinking of possibly making some Christmas card paintings now, this time of the year, because it allows you to be able to do the paintings. And what I used to do is take pictures of those paintings in high definition and then print them out on a printer, put them in a card and give them to family and friends and customers like that. Or you could sell them. You could do that. You could sell them if you wanted to. And just get a little bit more blue. Look at that small amount of blue, look. Small amount of blue. Maybe that's a bit too little. There we are, just get a bit of blue down there like that. So this is the time of the year that I'm going to add a little bit of black to my brush now. And white. Getting a grey colour, just a small amount of Mars black, just to get a nice grey colour like that. And this is the time of the year that I would be painting quick paintings, and they have to be quick paintings. I might do a series of them actually, just having a run up to Christmas. Maybe we can do some Christmas card paintings, that'd be good. That would be good. If anybody's interested in that, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just pick a subject and, like I normally do, and just paint. But if you want to see some Christmas card paintings, then I can certainly do that for you. I'm putting these like snowy clouds in the sky now. A little bit of grey, because they are dirty looking clouds sometimes. These snow clouds. Just like that. Just gotta be careful I don't use too much black. So I'm trying to mix a bit of a grey on a palette, so I don't go straight into the canvas. See? That's good. A little bit of shadow here and there. That's okay. That's okay. We can put a little bit of white in that in a second, but yeah, make your cards, even if it's just for some friends or even your family. I think they'd appreciate that, especially when you've done something yourself. I think that goes down really, really well. Make your own cards if you wanted to out of cereal packets and things like that. I don't know. I don't make cards myself, so I wouldn't know if you could do that, but there's a possibility. Recycle in something and turn it into something nice. Maybe you could do that. I don't know. If anybody got any ideas of how you could do that, let me know. I'd be interested. I'm sure other people would be interested in that as well. So let's get a little bit of brightness into these clouds. Just making it look a little bit more cloud-like. That's like that. I'm using a limited palette. Really does get the brain racing sometimes. You do whatever clouds you want to do, and how many clouds you want to do. That's entirely up to you. I'm not going to do too many more. There we are. But I want to get this Prussian blue. I want to go maybe a little bit darker, I think. Straight across like that. You know me, I don't worry too much about being perfect. I like the rawness of it, really. I want a bit of dark area. Actually, I tell you what we could do. Thinking of that now, maybe just get the paint off me brush. Let's get some Prussian blue. A little bit of black. There we are. Let's darken that blue up. I want a dark blue. Let's this is not going to be an ideal brush for this because it's all scriggly and scraggly, and it's an old one. It's nearly as old as me, this brush. But that's okay because it lends itself to odd shapes, which is what I like. I like odd shapes. Let me just put some trees in. I call these Bob Ross trees. You can see how splayed my brush is. And I love this time of year. I absolutely love painting snow and stuff like that. I think you can make a painting really cold if you wanted to. Put some more trees here and there like that. Just dippy dappies like that. Just dippy dappies. Dippy dappies. Dappy dippies. I'll tell you what we could do is wash my brush now. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking maybe let's get that white. I'm playing around with this colour. Maybe a little bit whiter than that. Because what I want to do is try and put some background trees in. Like that. Maybe just a little bit darker. That's better. We can see that then. I got to think of the camera as well sometimes. So what I can sometimes I can see something and I've made videos before and the camera hasn't picked it up as good as I can see it, and that's the thing. So I've got to be mindful of. So there's loads of trees in the background, just like that. See how this display, it just makes my life easier. There we are. It's got a little bit darker now in the front of them. There we go. Boosh. Putting that down like that. And my phone is vibrating. I better switch that off a second. Sorry about that interruption there. My phone was vibrating and I thought, well, I better take the call just in case. You never know, do you? We never know what's around the corner, so I thought it was better to answer it. And it was one of those stupid do you want to buy this, sir, type of things. No, I'm busy making a YouTube video. Put a bit of icy looking water in here like that. A little bit of moisture on my brush, I think. Nicely done like that. There we go. Let's get a little bit of white on the brush. Do 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 do. There you go. That's looking nice. That's looking nice. Let's get. I want to get a little bit of blue. Just come in down like this. Boom, 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 boom. Always looks weird, I think, at this type of stage. When we doing, this is what they call a block out, if anybody wants to know, or anybody doesn't know, in fact. This is what they call blocking out the colour. And yeah, I think it's I think it looks weird when you start doing stuff like this. But it all works out. Well, we hope it does. A lot of people paint by the skin of their teeth. I do. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't work. And when you're painting a lot of blue like this, it just looks like a complete and utter mess. But it will work. I know it will. I'm hoping it will. I got great confidence in myself. So I want this to look cold and blue today. Well, I haven't got much choice really, because I haven't been given a lot of colours to play with. But I'm trying to get some sort of shape into this. I'm not worrying too much about the edges like that. I might take a picture of this actually. It's starting to look nice actually. I might take a picture of this and make a card, I think. I think that would be nice actually. Prussian blue, bit of black. Just using one brush. I haven't changed my brush, not yet. Just trying to use this brush. Let's put a big brush mark down there like that. And let's just get this big old tree in there like that. It's a little bit darker maybe. A little bit darker. That's better. Get some of that up there like that. Pushing the brush up. I think what we need now is something there, don't we? Really. We need something over there. Let's get some snow. Snow. Let's get some white. Let's put some more of these. Trees in place like that. Maybe there's a couple behind there as well. There we are. That looks better actually if I put a few of them in like that. Now it looks like there's distance in there. Just loads of trees. There we go. That does actually made a difference. That has made a difference. Let's put a couple by there. Just a couple of dots on the thing. Let's go up a different colour now. Let's just go slightly darker. Bring them in front, just like that. A little bit darker. Darker, darker, darker. Leave a gap. Get some of that black. Prussian blue and black. Prussian blue and black. There we go. Prussian blue and black. Let's put a few. Bit of shadow. There like that. That's looking nice. Cool. Now, I've got to think. I've done enough trees for the moment. Let's get some white. I don't want pure white. I'm just going to add a little bit of that blue to it. There we are. I don't want pure white. I just want to. There we are. We're going to see how that looks now. Because what I want to do is pull in a bit of snow. Maybe got that river coming around there like that. Maybe we got a little bit of a... Where would this go? This would go like that. Pulling that back. Just like that. I can hear it starting to rain outside. It's pitter-pattering on down onto my roof of my studio. Pitter-patter, 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 like that. Pitter-patter. I'm just concentrating a minute. I'm just trying to get some shapes here. I want to put some... What's that? I'll put some rocks and stuff in. Let's get this snow come in. Just there like that. There you go. Nice. I like that so far. That's looking quite nice. we need maybe, let's just get a little bit more snow. I'm just going to go in slightly whiter paint now. Because I just want to pull in some brighter whiter snow. Just like that. There we go. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. A bit of shadow up there, see? There you go. Just bring a bit of this brighter snow within this way as well. Just like that. Just getting lighter and lighter and lighter, which is allowing us to give that illusion that there's shadows underneath. So you can already see it starting to build, and we need to put another tree in or something, don't we? That's what we need to do. We need to put some bushes and things in. Before I do that, I'm just going to get my scrippy lining brush, thin this paint right down like that. I'm just going to put a little water line in. Just underneath, just to separate the bank from the water. Just like that. Just get that in there. That looks nice. Ooh, and it looks cold. Now we can see the river. Just put a few little flicks like that. And maybe just a few little tiny. This water's flowing ever so lightly. It started to freeze. It's starting to freeze. There you go. You can see it freezing, the water freezing as we speak. Actually, it's getting that cold now. Ooh, look at that. Freezing, freezing cold. Freezing cold. Let's get some Prussian blue and some black. And let's put another tree just on the side like that, and just have fun. Yeah, sometimes we've got to think of Christmas cards as a thing. Okay, let's get a little bit more colour into that. What I'm going to do now is just get a little bit of yellow, because I want to make a green with a bit of this Prussian blue. Got a dark green. I just want to put a essence of green. There, like that. These are evergreens, so there will be a little bit of green there. You won't see it so much in the background. There you go. A couple of little doers by there like that. So it's just a little bit of green, just to give it that contrast as well. Now we need to think of possible rocks and things like that. So let me get another brush. What's that doing in there? I want a smallish brush. Now, I don't pick my brushes purposely. I just go in and see what works. Again, I'm going to get this black and blue colour. Because I want to put maybe a rock in the water there. I'll put another one. Put another big rock in the water there like that. Maybe we could put a few rocks just dotted around like that. Maybe it's a couple this side as well. Because it would be, wouldn't it? Only a few, just enough to give it some sort of a shape. Let's pull this down like this, just give it a bit of shadow underneath those rocks. There we go. A bit of stuff coming out of there like that. Maybe there's a bit of grass or something, I don't know. There we are, a little bit of shadow. Under those rocks like that. Let's get some white paint. Oh, let's put some snow back in. There we go. Nice and rough. Let the paint. Let's just let the paint come off the brush like that. There we are, nice and rough. This snow will just blow around and stick and all that type of stuff. Ooh, the wind is picking up out there now, actually. Look at that. A little bit of snow on top of them rocks like this. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Snow is falling all around. Da dee 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 dee. There we are. Nice. Looking good. Looking good. Snow everywhere. Just letting the paint come off the brush as it wants to. There we are. Just like that. A bit of snow on these rocks. Boom. Looking nice. Let's get the brush. Put some snow on these trees. Boom, 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 boom. My dog's going to go nuts in a minute. There's another dog barking in the garden. In the garden opposite me, or behind me, or in front of me. It's one of them. There we are. Nice Christmas card type of painting today. Boom, 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 boom. Put a bit more snow there, like that. There we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Now, what we're going to do is get some Prussian blue. Get some Prussian blue and some black. There we go. I want to put some shadow under there now. This is the opposite to the waterline. So if we put a shadow just like that, it'll look a little bit more convincing. There, like that. There you go. Bit of shadow under there. And then we got a wonderful, we could get yeah, I don't know if this will spoil things, but I could get a few little bits of grass maybe coming up. Let's call it the frost or something. There we are. Just like that. And then we could put our birdies in, as we do every painting now. It's become a thing.
Welcome, thanks for stopping by.
Christmas on that one, so have a go of making your own Christmas cards. Highly recommended. I enjoy it every year. I'm going to take a photograph of that, and I'm going to use that as a Christmas card. So thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll see you next time.